What's going on, guys? Sync-WaVey back again with some more Gundam Battle Operations 2, and today we're going to showcase the Gabthley and its combos and what makes its combos miss, and what you need to do to, instead of the downswing or the beam bayonet, to actually get some guaranteed damage in, and obviously knowing your terrain, because this suit has the same problem as the Zeta does when you're on like higher terrain than the enemy. Your downswing will go straight over the top of them. So let me show you first how you might miss your beam bayonet. Dashing backwards, thinking that it's like the Zeta Gundam where it has a lower hitbox. Being too close. If you end up doing a downswing when you're like this close, it's gonna go straight over the top. If you're on the high ground, I think that's self-explanatory, you know, it's gonna miss. But the way to actually allow this to hit, I don't really need to, you know, say you stun them, you wanna do this. Well, that's on the side, right? Okay, they already know about that one. That it works on the side. Also works on their front, and it works on their back. But let's get this guy to spawn in. But this suit, like when you're super close, you want to do a neutral. So, stunned him. Oh, he landed on the side again. There you go. Landed on his back. And it also works when they land on their front. Yeah, when you're super close, you wanna do that. You wanna do a neutral, not a downswing, because the downswing will go straight over the top. This guy, so you guys know, as you can see, that works. And this is what you want to do when you're super close. As you can see, that works. Just making sure it's consistent, you know. So that was demonstrating the only ways that the suit is going to whiff the downswing is if you're up close, you dash backwards, and you're on funny terrain like this. But like this, it will work because I was in the lower ground. This is gonna work. But like if you you know, basically if you want to be reliable, just do the neutral, you know. If you feel like it's gonna miss, like because of this terrain, because sometimes it will miss because of the terrain, but you just apply the neutral, man. Also, if you end up that having, if you know, say like there's enemies on this side and you don't want to dash around them and give them your back, well then you might have to apply the neutral. Say I want to stay on this side of the field and I don't want to go this side because that's where the enemies are, over this side. and you know, I'm down swing him, I dash back, you know, I can't do that, right? Even if I dash back and dash forward, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'll go straight over the top. So what do? You do the neutral. You know? Well, I should have done a down swing, would have got him. Like the neutral with the Zeta Gunner wouldn't even like go down there. It will go straight over the top. So this suit has kind of a little bit reliable melee on terms of the terrain like this. How did that shoot over his head? No, it wasn't quite close enough. That neutral to hit. As you can see, that's pretty reliable and it's pretty strong. But what's up, you know, if you do that, there you go. This is why I say to do the neutral when the terrain is funny, so you don't have that happening to you. You know, it's like you're wasting the swing. You could have just did the neutral, you know, and then got another down swing. Another thing to showcase how far this beam, the Fedium beam rifle can shoot. Nah, it's literally the furthest. I could have shot a little bit earlier than that. Because if you know about this game, like even though it's not blue, it will still hit. Sometimes if you, it's like a little bit extra range than you actually might think. As you can see. So in mobile armor mode, this suit has extra range, right? But there's no 600, 550 suit that can outsmack this suit. There isn't. Right? But it's not gonna hit. Oh, it's not gonna hit from here. Well, that's probably it was max range right there. But you see, this mode will hit there. Now it's got that extra range. So this having a double stun potential, like it's crazy, bro. It's got double stun potential in mobile armor mode. You keep the pressure up. You know, they'll fly out of there, you know. Get his distance again. Be able to charge back up and shoot him. Or go into mobile armor mode again, you know, get some decent range with the mobile armor mode. Also, let me get this guy to come back in and I'll demonstrate something else you can do to supports and raids that don't have dodge roll. you know, there's only the bottom up at 550, but probably won't see a lot of bottom up. You probably will see Gabthley and Yakushiki. I got a tier list upcoming, and I'll basically say this: for General, Zeta is #1. For raids, Gabthley is #1, and support, the 7th Gundam is #1. Like, I think most of you guys can agree with me there. But like, let me not spoil the rest of my list, because my list is, I feel my list is pretty accurate, yeah. Cause like, I've pretty much got all the suits. Like, I haven't got DJ, and I have Mark 3 on my other account, but I don't have a DJ. But I know how devastating that suit is, you know. I mean, it has a double stun potential, shoots, stops raising its tracks with the shrapnel bazooka, and shoots out mobile armor modes. Like, I know the potential of the DJ, and it's on my list. So, you guys will probably be interested in to see my list, right? I'll tell you that. Also, come back to this. So, doing this to certain suits will keep them stunned for a very long time. Now, if they got a dodge roll, they can't get out of that, right? But they panic dodge roll into more melee. Basically, you'll catch them again when they like boost away, or your teammates around them, they're gonna get caught out. You know, you can keep applying that pressure on them if they don't have a dodge roll. If there's support, you can combo a support. They have to tackle. They have to tackle, and then you can, you know, follow up again, restun them. If they have high melee priority and they dodge roll and they want to downswing you, you know, you just tackle or stand back and apply, you know, shoot them again with your cannons and then apply another combo on them. This suit can keep the pressure up, like Ashima, but you know, Ashima is not doing this to no one. You know, Ashima's strength comes solely in its shooting. That's why I say Ashima is one of the best shooting suits in the game. But Gabthley, I honestly believe he's up there too as one of the best shooting suits in the game. I mean, you can't say like Mark 3, sorry, is one of the best shooting suits in the game, right? But if you can say Mark 3 is good, how can you not say Gabthley is good? Well, Mark 3 is faster, but Gabthley is tankier. My Gabthley has 41 melee resistance, so I just completely negated the fact that it has bad melee resistance, you know? And it's not hurting in any other place, right? I think this build actually has 35 melee resistance, because I've actually increased his turning speed. His turning speed is pretty rough. But this is just one build. My main build doesn't have melee turning speed. But another thing that's cool about the suit is the mobile armor mode. The fact that I can keep the pressure up, like so. No, it can keep shooting, doesn't share its weapons, exactly the same as Ashima. Like, mobile armor modes are not just for getting out of sticky situations, that's all I'm saying, but Mobile armors can keep the pressure, especially suits like this, Ashima and Gabthley. After a shot, long range shot, they can keep the pressure up. You know, it's not exactly gonna work like that, but I'm just showing that it can keep shooting, right? It can keep applying pressure, right? So it's really good for that. You know, there's no suit in the game that's out sniping this suit, unless it's a support. Yeah, there's no general unit that's going to be doing that from this range. I can stay out of range. I don't, you know, all I can just like chill back and wait for raids to come from my support and continue to apply frontline pressure with my sniping and like fly and, you know, shoot them like this, you know, and then fly back. Something like that, you know, like I feel like it could do really good. Chill back again, charge a beam rifle. You know, you don't have to be in their faces trying to hit the cannon, because that's your instant stun up close. But like combined with the support, do you think a raid is going to beat a support and Gabthley? I don't think so. Like if one of them stuns and then the Gabthley sees the opportunity and, you know, re-stuns them, then goes in with this combo. If they don't have a dodge roll, they're gonna get met. Or, you know, if it does, you know, a combo like this, you know, the big boy combo, but that raid is going to get murked. And on certain suits, it won't even matter if how, like on the plant, that thing is so big, it probably won't even matter how you do it, man. It probably work anyway because how big it is. But on normal size suits, you kind of gotta be kind of finesse with it, and, you know, basically what I was showing to you earlier. Okay, basically to wrap this up, like the Gabthley, it does have a space in the meta. It just probably doesn't have a space in your clan. Like if your clan is you're catering for close combat, you know, and like it's fair play. Like, you know, your composition, like, I mean, Toa, like your main suit is a Mark II. You can't be having a Gabthley like shooting out back and everybody is like a DJ, a Zeta, a Mark II, you know, Gabthley. Like they all wanna run up and do melee and close combat, mid-range combat. I understand that, right? So, you know, that's why you guys like the 7th Gundam, because the 7th Gundam can run up and be close with you guys, and you don't have to worry about being stung by MLRS's missiles. Because that's one thing that I hate about MLRS, when, you know, randoms play with it, and all I'm doing is I'm trying to do a combo on somebody and I get stung by the MLRS because he just decides to shoot at my general area. But like, I really do just like that. That's why, but that's not the reason why I love 7th Gundam. The 7th Gundam is a better all-round suit. It just is. Like, it can do the long range, it can do the mid to close range. You know, it can run out with your generals and apply pressure, you know. Like, it is just a really good all-round suit. Force injectors, balances, you know, it can hang with the generals, and that suits your composition, right? But you can't say because of that reason that the Gabthley is bad. maybe it would be a good support. Maybe it would have been. But as a general, it's not bad either. Like, the Mark III is a support as well. Why didn't the Mark III be a support? Just, it's fast. That's like literally, what's the difference between me doing this to versus what the Mark III does? The Mark III, it can, you know, instant stun with its beam rifle and not stun with the cannons. It's like the opposite way around. And the beam rifle has piercing, fair play, but it doesn't have a transformation. So, and it has one swing. This suit, on the other hand, if this suit is out back with the supports and, like, you know, certain players want to play a long range game, this suit has a place in that meta. In a long range poking, you know, drive by, you know, I could be back here with a support, and say we want a 6v6, I could be kind of like a support, you know. The star of the show in your clan is the Mark II, and he doesn't play at long range, so you want other suits to play generally in the same areas. And you know, that aggressive playstyle works a lot, man. I like that. I'm an aggressive player, man. Like, that's how I play it. I don't have a team that's aggressive. I like playing aggressive, and when you have aggressive players in your team, you all play as one unit, and you know, you're like getting up in the enemy's faces and destroying them. Like, I understand that, and it works very well. But I'll tell you one thing, this suit has a place in the meta, but it just doesn't work in certain people's compositions. I feel like if you wanted to play a long range type of composition, this will fit perfectly in a composition like that. Whoa, that's enough of my jibber jabber, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless.